You know, our station will play audio from other games, and we'll be like, whoa, what were they thinking? What was going on in the booth?
It's usually like the Paul Allen when the Vikings mess up, and he doesn't care what they think of him, and he's just going to let them have it. And like the Brett Favre interception years ago and things like that, and that was outstanding. He's right. He's totally right.
Your announcers, okay, they're just announcers. We're doing all the same thing. We're just fans at home.
Yeah.
We're all saying the same thing. Well, okay, Clearly we know. And yet, the most important guys that needed to have that message drilled into them, maybe they need to work on that more than the field goal fire drill, which were the best of all time I've ever seen in the NFL.
I had zero faith that they were going to do that. I had zero faith. Like, there we go.
After Gabriel took the sack, which you couldn't do, they still got it off.
Yeah, did the thing you couldn't do.
Maybe we're working so much on the fire drill that we're not working on the little things that really end up costing you.
It's a supercomputer he's got. That's what they said, right?
Goodness. Oh, you got to be kidding me. On fourth down.
Are you kidding me?
What are we doing?
They're not running a play.
Now, people say that's coaching. I imagine they told him not to jump.
They showed Kevin yelling, they're not running a play.
So, is that still coaching? 216.
It's the reason he gave up play calling, was to specifically yell.
That's right.
They're not going to run a play on this one.
Do they have to do it like in college and put up all the signs with the memes or whatever, movies, and do they need to put up a sign that says "Don't jump" for everybody to see? The
Jeremy Ruckert line was amazing. They don't even throw the ball to him. That's all you can do, man. That's all you can do.
I mean, it was so believable. That's the thing about it.
Guys, it's can't miss. If you say, I can't watch this crap anymore, that's fine, but you got to hear it.
You got two guys covering a tight end and Jeremy Ruckert that they don't even throw the ball to.
I was laughing at my desk. Because I watched the game. I didn't realize I didn't have it on Red Zone on my pooter. I had it on regular NFL Network. So I was like, okay, at least I get to see the witching hour, and I didn't realize I wasn't on for the witching hour when they turned on the witching hour. I like it when they go to the witching hour.
The witching hour is fun.
It's like when you say, ladies and gentlemen, we have a one-possession game, and you stand up. So yesterday was a very odd experience because my son, he's sitting in the room and he's taking it all in. And when Cam Thomas jumps off sides at the end of the game, Axel's like, he was screaming. He's screaming, and I'm just sitting there taking it in, writing it down, writing down the notes, whatever. And Axel's like, I've never seen that before. And I go, I have. Because I don't remember which one it was. Was it Billy Wynn or John Hughes who did it at the end of a game once, where they jumped off sides on fourth down, game of first down?
Blast from the past.
I want to get them right. I like both guys, to be honest with you. They were both fun, but one of them I thought jumped off sides to end that football game. And they did it before. I'm trying to remember which one it was. It's a long time, a lot of beers ago. I watched this game. I got emotional one time during this game. And it was the 1st and 10, right towards the beginning of the second quarter. 1st and 10, Dillon Gabriel turns around and throws the ball about 15 feet over Malachi Corley's head. And Malachi Corley is beside himself because Wyatt Teller is laying on somebody.
Yeah.
And it's an open sea.
It really was.
It is an open. Now I'm getting mad again. So record it because this might be the one time I actually get mad today. He turns around. I actually thought he threw it off his back foot when I first watched it because I was so blind mad. He actually did kind of set himself, which makes it even worse.
Even worse.
It's a hurried throw. It makes it even worse. And he throws it about 10 feet over his head. And they show Malachi Corley. He's beside himself. I'm hearing Nathan, and the camera cuts back to Dillon Gabriel, and he does this thing where he touches himself on the chest like that's my fault. And I lost my mind. I absolutely went bonkers in the basement. Just so I'm like, who else's fault is it? Who else's fault? Wait a minute. Is it your fault or is it the guys that drafted you?
That's exactly where I was going to go.
The supercomputer, the guy that can't throw it really well, isn't accurate, obviously doesn't see how to run the offense, but you drafted him? That's the supercomputer? The supercomputer's a tandy. I mean, I lost my effing mind when I saw that pass go over his head. And then it got even worse because afterwards, wasn't it where he double clutched it and threw it into the ground? That was an exceptional pass. And then everybody had their screenshots of all these open wide receivers. I mean, old Browns quarterback wide receivers of the past were coming out to be open, and he still didn't see it. Just eyes down, pulls the ball down, and tries to run for his life when there's no need to run for your life. But we're told that this is a supercomputer. This is a sad facsimile of what quarterback play should be. I am sick and tired of it. For his own good, for my health, for your sake, for your emotions, because you watch the game completely different from me. This has to end. This has to end. I'm still not at the point of putting out you-know-who. But this has to end.
Why won't you go to Shador?
No, I'm not talking about Shador there. You know who I'm talking about. Put Shador out there, then put Bailey Zappi out there, then put some guy who's getting ready for Thanksgiving dinner with his family. Bring him back and put him out. I don't give a bleep. I don't care. This has to end. This is not football. There's only one little thing. There's two little things that I got out of this. One, yeah, I did see the Penn State-Indiana game. We'll talk about that later. The second thing is, I didn't realize until right before the game, Paul DePodesta made the trip.
He did, yeah.
So guess what? Loss number 100, that's on your head.
He gets the game ball.
Yeah, I don't care what the statement, when it came out. You get the game ball. That's loss number 100. That's on your head, sir.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. Now I got to take my hoodie off. I'm starting to sweat.
Cameron,
so you go right on
Cameron
ahead.
Thomas should just hand over the ball to him and say, here you go. This is for you. What an honor it's been to be a part of this.
It's the same thing.
This operation.
When Vince Vaughn goes over to Rudy and says, "That's for you." That's what he does. Right at the end of the game, and I stand up in the stands and I go, "Who's the wild man now?" And we all cry.
They should have had
100 losses. Congratulations on all your success.
They should have welcomed in, much like teams will bring in the alumni for a big tribute, or if somebody's going in the Ring of Honor. They should have had everybody there, flown all the losers of the Paul DePodesta era. Think about how many great losers we have associated with this era. First of all, Johnny Football should have been there. I mean, there is no doubt Johnny Football should have been there. Who else did they draft with Johnny Football? The people of our...
Justin Gilbert.
Justin Gilbert should have been there.
Who I'm not even going to make fun of because I don't know what's happened to him, and I have no idea. So to hell with it.
I was going to have you power rank the great losers, but neither one of those guys were brought in.
Oh, Hugh and Freddie together.
Come on now.
Hugh and Freddie should have been locked in arms.
Paul DePodesta didn't get there until Hugh got there.
What year was that?
2016. It was like January 20th of 2016. That's when he was hired.
Oh, it all runs together. I'm sorry.
It really does.
Fine. Since you put us to the task, I might have to go find all the other losers that we've been bringing in here.
I got the music ready to go.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Please send in the clowns. Does Danny Shelton count?
Ooh.
That's 2015, right?
Man.
Well, he
Cam
was jumping
Irving,
on piles.
Corey Coleman.
Xavier Cooper was a third-round pick as a defensive tackle. Corey Coleman, like you had said. Oh, man, Corey Coleman. Emmanuel Agbah got good after he left. Sean Coleman in the third round. That poor guy had health problems.
And Antonio Callaway.
Seth DeValve. Oh, Seth DeValve. Oh, we're going down a list here. Well, we got plenty of time because the season ain't going anywhere. I felt it was your response that I think probably resonated with everybody here. And this is what I'm most afraid of, but please go right on ahead. What was your... It was Billy Wynn versus the Colts in 2012, by the way. Thanks, Mitch.
Beautiful.
He got it to me. No, I feel bad for Buck Wild Billy Wynn to have to put his name out there like that. But, yeah, I'd seen it before, and here we are. Time is a flat circle, and history would repeat itself. Yeah. You watched the game completely different from me. Well, not completely different because there was a point where it just kind of washed over, but still, go right on ahead.
I hate to say this. This is not – I never could have envisioned. Like, all I wanted to do my whole life was – do radio in Cleveland. That's all I wanted to do. And
well, you got it now, buddy.
I would always listen to some of the hosts and go, that guy doesn't even care. He shouldn't have a show if he doesn't care. Why does that guy almost sounds like he's rooting for them to lose. Why does he have, and now I'm the guy. Now I have a show in Cleveland. I'm a part of a show. I think we do a pretty good job. I think we try to make sure that we tell people what matters, that we don't just mail it in. And yet I watched yesterday when they jumped off sides and I just sat there and laughed. And I'm like, I've become what I detested. Now, I will argue that it's their fault. It's not my fault because I'm on these text threads. And I told you this year, it has been a glaring difference in the texts that I've gotten this year on game day. It has just turned into nothing. I just don't get texts anymore. People, not because they're worried.
I had way too many.
Well, no, yesterday was the first day. Yesterday was the first game all year that the text came back, and it was all making fun of the Browns. It wasn't mad.
My mind was anger. They were all
none
angry.
of my friends were mad. They laughed about it. I laughed about it. I sat there and I said, of course we jumped off. I real old school Lima back in the day would have thrown stuff. The 85-inch Sony Bravia TV would have been in harm's way. That is so gone over the Di Podesta era, and I thought it was perfect. It was perfect that he was there to watch it. It was perfect that it's the end. Now, there still are other tentacles of this that need to be kind of cleaned up, and I'm sure we'll be getting to that all week long.
You mean the special teams?
But the special teams, Bubba, I mean, you're down.
They were special teams, all right.
The Jets 14 points, a team that could not complete a pass down the field.
Unforgettable. That's the definition of special.
Did they complete a pass past 7 yards down the field?
I don't remember. All I know is that Justin Fields was absolutely terrible. You had one screen to Breece Hall as a talented running back who's now, I mean, you heard his stuff earlier this week. He's basically being held hostage. I thought he was going to start blinking in Morse code while they were showing him. It was just outrageous.
Well, it was
outrageous.
I got to say, most of my friends, and I tweeted it at the end of the game, that it was a beautiful day for Browns football for the future. I don't want any of these guys associated with the future of Browns football, so it's kind of fun for me to think about who could be a part of the future. But I sat there yesterday and thought to myself, hey, Jacksonville blew a huge lead. That was very,
did.
That was very Brownsian.
That was nice.
That was very Brownsian. They blew that huge lead, and the Browns solidified their place as a worse football team than the Jets. And they're going to have 2 first-round picks. That's all I could think about. I wasn't going to sit there and act like I had these huge expectations for the Browns yesterday against the Jets, because how could you? How could anybody? And people say, that's a loser mentality. Oh, that's a loser mentality. Welcome to the party, pal. We're a bunch of losers. We're all a bunch of losers. We're all a bunch of losers watching this team and having anybody expect anything other than for them to lose. That's what they are. They've been the losiest bunch of them all. So why wouldn't that trickle down to the fans?
I don't want you to not care, though. That's my issue.
How can I care about this team the rest of the year?
That's a fair point.
How? I'm rooting for the rookies.
Only be honest.
I'm rooting for the rookies to play well. Outside
Carson
of that,
Schlesinger leads the odds now.
He does?
Over Andre Carter for Defensive Player of the Year, yeah. I swear to God.
Right.
I swear, that's what I saw.
It's one of the best plays on defense I've seen in a while. When he blew through that line and made that play in the backfield to make it 3rd and whatever it was.
They didn't block him.
Yeah, there is a silver lining.
Keep sending them.
There is a silver lining.
They're not going to block them. Keep sending them.
There's been plenty of guys. I mean, he was definitely hobbled after that game 2 weeks ago.
Well, he also got mauled down on the one huge, the biggest play that they had all game. He got, people were like, oh, that was a hold. Either way, there was the other play where he just missed Breece Hall in the backfield, and he missed him, and then you're like, oh boy, no one else is going to get him. If Carson can't get him. And that was a massive play.
That's one bright spot. Do you still get emotional over watching the Browns games? 216-474 to below 92. I think for a lot of people, this was their last stand. They expected the Browns to go out there and roll. And I thought, man, I picked the Browns to win. There's no doubt about it.
I thought they'd win too, but I didn't have a huge expectation.
I thought that they would play. I thought it would be a tight game. And I thought that by the time the fourth quarter came around, I thought you'd be mad at them that it was tight. And in fact, you were mad at them because they were losing. And then they lost. And when we do that second half schedule thing and people are going, they still got the Jets on here and the Titans on here, I go, they still circle you. Like, they're no. No, you'll lose one of these games, and here you are. You lost this game to the Jets, who
This
traded
makes
away
up for the Dolphins game.
2 prime players. Yeah.